The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
We play to win. Let's go! Check out! 540! What we got? What we got? What we got?
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Switch! Check nine.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Luck now to throw. That's complete to Marlon Mack. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
Hey, Charlie.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Ross on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
It's just me and you. Check it out, Reed. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Back's mine. So, lady. Check out.
First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 38-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Watch the run. Hey, lady. Mike 50. Come on, D. Mike 50.
Hey, exit.
Watch the sled. Mike,
Here's Darnold. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That goes for a gain of 31.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
On first down, it's Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Darnold completes it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Tighten up. Tighten up.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. They'll run for it. Chubb powers through. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now it's Darnold. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Darius Leonard, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, Wood. 37's the Mike. 30.
To throw is Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Darnold and the Jets come up third and long following the sack.
Here we go. Check 50. Check 50. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Get your swerve on. There we go. 37's the Mike. Come on, young lady.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Smooth. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On second down, it's Mack. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Let's go, defense.
Throwing on third down, Love. And that is incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Darnold now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Red 80. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Come to my world. We want it.
Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mack. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Mike's 50. Let's go, defense. Go. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. You better be ready.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. From the left side, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Darnold gets it to his running back, Cannon. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Check motion.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's third down. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Again, Darnold. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Chubb. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
No lady.
Check. No lady. Watch out. Check 3.
Hey. High 7.
There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. It's going to be on.
Back to throw, Darnold. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. The point after is good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Love. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Love. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
And the Colts first down.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. To the air again, Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
On 2nd down now. It's Mack. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Check. Check 52. Check. Crunch. Man, 80. Switch.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Hey, Foxtrot.
We got this. Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold, and he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Darius Leonard getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We got 3. Red lady. Young lady.
Hey, Alpha.
37's the Mike. Mike 37.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Down, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Hey, come on now, come on now. Watch the safety creep. Young lady. It's up. Young lady.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Darius Leonard, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
2-jet bombers, 2-jet bombers. Hey, Echo.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Better bring it.
Here's Darnold. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Mike 37.
Hey, orbit.
Lady, Mike 37. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Lady. SOS.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. John Ross, 36 yards. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Point after, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
We got 4.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming after you.
Now Luck defers to Mack. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up with nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to go. It's Luck. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Leonard Williams. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Kill.
Here we go. He's coming. We got double up. Ready? Deuce.
Watch the edge.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Luck. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep. He's got it at the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
12. Mike 8. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Colts going on 4th. It's Locke. Looking for Campbell downfield. He's got a man. Complete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
That's it, baby. We gonna work. Go, Sack. 50's the mark. Go. Kill. Check 20.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let him know. Sponge. No. Watch the twist. Check Nick.
They run it again with Chubb. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Go, Sack.
57 to Mike. Watch red 80. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Hey, switch gears.
Oh, 80.
Darnold from the gun. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Darius Leonard, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Campbell making the catch. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. All day, just like that. Just like that. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
On 4th down, Locke. And this is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Check 13. Check 13. Quick dash. Come. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 99. Check 99. Check 43. Lady.
Chubb. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 24, Darnold. He's going to take a shot for the end zone and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll run with Mack, and he's got some space here. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
Get in the weight room. Mike.
One last throw here for Luck. Goodwin able to haul it in. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now